What else we got you through? Keep on giving them games so they still don't hear me out. One of the mission I gave you a job, bitch, it ain't no calling out. One of the niggas I used to be dealing with told, now that nigga labeled a rat. The bitch tryna give me her neck. I demand.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Got his man. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. He's doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. On target. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it. Because he really didn't have a choice. Because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Stop is made almost immediately. Giving one to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just feeds the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he walks us in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They get set for the point after. They have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on.
Oh my God, it's 37.
On to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Smoke that fucking blind doggy.
What this kid was looking for, very first pass of the day, gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Defense in press coverage. To the air on 2nd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Extending the play. Looking for the score.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Bro. What is this? What is this?
Job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miscount.
Back to Lambo.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll go to the ground.
Got it,
He
problem.
was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back
Straight
to the line
up.
of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him.
Bruh, he gotta hit that bitch harder, cuz this nigga weak as shit. Miss Tatum.
To the football, man. It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Under fire. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. in the backfield.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 4. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Seminoles. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 6 over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Toss to the outside. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Jamison. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls it, runs it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. To throw on 3rd down. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Nice throw to pick up yardage.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep him too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to move.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well, good coverage.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is an improve, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Rush is on him. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. Thrown incomplete on 3rd down. So the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They marched 78 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. On the move to the 30. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense got him at the 27. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. One more snap coming before halftime. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Continues to fight for yards. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Bruins want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to the ground with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll toss it. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And you kind of thought in that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They'll run the screen. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Just keeps swinging it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bro, he touched that.
I don't think with required 10 yards it did not.
He touched that joint, bruh.
They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 13 over Missouri. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught in the backfield, it's Jamison. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Halted in the first down and more. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-bombs. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. He's got it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for offense.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Scrambling away. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you...
There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, UCLA. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's in open space downfield. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
On 4th down, going to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Seminoles. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
That shit is bogus as hell, bro. I wasn't even on that nigga.
You can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
L's back into a fucking bye, bro.
He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now on the option. Got the first down and more. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground and gets up.
Bro, that's the only fucking routes up there.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him. Registered.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Connection to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with...
Snags it! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, And this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And for quarterbacks, corner routes can sometimes be some of the harder throws to complete. So you can see this quarterback has really worked time and again in practice and throughout his career, trying to perfect his accuracy on
going for it all. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room.
And the quarterback will be slung down back to the 43. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired.